Jordan Brand has been enjoying one hell of a year all 2020. I mean, fire release after fire release after fire release. And this has included both men, kids, and we can't forget about women. Ladies, I got some heat for you.
Jason Whip on the You niggas be talking about me like they know me. Look, you turned your back on me. Dude ain't my homie, but fuck what they say, cause I had to keep going. I'm facing like I could have been gone. The bitch is alive. She wanted me only. I ain't surprised, don't wanna know why. My head to the sky, my heart on this corner. I'm from the north, I cut that shit short. I pray to the Lord, back then I was homeless.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Concord Collector, aka the GOAT, aka Mr. Sneaker Trapper, aka Sneaker Trapper of the Year. Every damn year. We got another banging video for you today, man, because we got mail today. And you know what that means. If we got mail, then we got another sneaker early, before release, to help you decide whether you want to cop or not when they do drop. And we're going to jump into that. But before I do that, go ahead and do that shit that I like, man. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to hear. And we'll be sure to get on top of that. And as always, sharing is caring. I've been getting a lot of emails. I've been getting a lot of DMs. I've been getting a lot of comments. A lot of messages from a particular group of individuals. Those individuals have asked me why I have not taken the time out to highlight some releases that are for women. So with that being said, I got a banging ass women's release. The world is going absolute crazy. And honestly, the sneaker releases have been nothing less than pandemonium. I mean, the sneaker release calendar isn't really trustworthy because anything you think is actually going to release is probably going to be pushed back a week or two or even more than that. With everything being pushed back, your boy is still getting sneakers in early. Today's sneaker is actually not that much different from any other early release sneaker, with the exception being that today is actually for my female subscribers and those guys who actually have a foot smaller than a women's size 12, aka men's size 10 and a half, aka I hate you because I actually want these fucking shoes. The women's Air Jordan 11 Concord Sketch, aka I wish I could get these sneakers. We all know that a couple of weeks ago, there was a release of a men's version of a Jordan 11 low, the Concord bread or white bread or whatever anyone wants to call them, because there is like 45 names and I'm not about to try and keep up with either one. I just picked one and rolled with it. But there was a plethora of GS sizes or women's compatible sizes available in that particular sneaker. This sneaker, however, is only a women's release, meaning that it is going to be in women's sizes, even though it is somewhat extended into a women's size 12, which means that any male who wears up to a men's size 10 and a half can actually enjoy what is probably going to be the most banging release of the whole damn summer from Jordan Brand. If you're not a fan of Jordan 11 lows, then you probably don't really understand how this shit works. Like, yeah, in December, we get some form of a Jordan 11, aka the Christmas shoe. That is usually a high top sneaker because in December, it's cold in most places. The low tops are usually released during the summer. That means that even in those places where it's cold, it's probably a lot warmer than it normally is. I don't care if it's 78 degrees outside. If that's your summer, that's your summer. For me, it's 105. And I'm not wearing a fucking high top. This sneaker is actually pretty damn fire. And I'm gonna hate that I missed out. But let's dive in. As always, I will give you guys a ton of close-ups to give you that perfect angle to help you decide whether you want to cop or not on release day. This particular sneaker, outside of colorway and the fact that it's coming in women's sizing only, does not actually change anything from the standard of a Jordan 11 low. You have a white upper here that is predominantly leather with the exception of, you know, like the shoestring straps, which is actually the mesh. And then you have like the thin lip of patent leather, which, you know, that patent leather kind of changes, you know, from whether being thick or thin on, you know, the high tops. We've had, you know, previous years with a thinner lip. We've had some years with a fatter lip, and it appears people actually like that fatter lip. But on your 11 lows, it is usually a thin lip. It is usually pretty much an OG cut of patent leather. Moving on, we still have the same icy blue bottom that has been coming on, Jordan 11s for the last few years in an attempt to kind of knock away a bunch of that yellowing that goes on the sole. That shit still ain't really changed. You're still going to get the yellowing as soon as you wear it. As soon as it hits the floor, it's going to oxidize. You're going to get that yellowing. The thing is that on this sneaker, that icy blue really hits with the purple. Like, I'm going to make sure you get that close up. But that icy blue is really kind of banging with that purple. Like, we've seen it on, like, your Space Jams and your Concords. You got that black here. You got, but that icy blue with this actual true, like, Concord or royal purple, whatever you want to call it, that shit's really banging. I'm going to make sure you lock into that because I feel like that might be the selling point. That might be what locked me in on these sneakers. So outside of discussing the cut of the patent leather and that same icy blue bottom that we have come to like enjoy on pretty much all of the Jordan 11s to release recently, we have the upper of the sneaker, which is almost the exact same as every other Jordan 11, high or low. You have the bar here with the Jordan 11 branding on the tongue, with the only difference being the shade or color of the Jumpman on that bar, which usually matches whatever color the patent leather is, or the sole. If it's like a bread, then it's like red. If it's Space Jam, then they kind of try to hit the blue. They try to match some other part of the sneaker. On this particular one, it appears that they attempted to match the patent leather cut itself with another Concord Jumpman on the tongue, which, may be a shade or two darker or lighter. I don't know. I guess it depends on how the light hits. The sole of the sneaker is not really a surprise, as they have continued that kind of like flip-flop variation for this release, where you would normally have the black here and then you would have the Concord here on the toe and the heel of the bottom of the sneaker. But here you have your Concord around the patent leather with the flip-flop of your black under the toe and on the back heel of the shoe with a little bit of what appears to be a Concord grape Jumpman beneath this icy blue sole. You still got that same known staple of the carbon fiber right here at the arch of the shoe that kind of carries through under that Jumpman. That's something that's going to be on every Jordan 11, so it's nothing new. This sneaker is actually really, really damn dope, because if you understand what the Concord color is, then you know that if you have a pair of actual original Concords, that the bottom of the sneaker here where it's black is actually where it is Concord. The Concord isn't the patent leather around and you got that white and black patent leather. That's not Concord. The Concord is the purplish royal blue kind of color that's here on the bottom sole. They've taken that actual color and moved it up around into the patent leather that actually wraps around this women's release sneaker. If I see one of you out in public and you got this on and you say hello to me and I just flip you the bird, then you know why. Because these fucking shoes are fire. Honestly, Jordan Brand appears to have seemingly started to pay attention to the request of their female sneakerheads. And I think Jordan Brand is pretty much saying like, yo, guys, we gave you enough. We gave you, 10 fire-ass releases in a row. Like, we gave you, everything that you could have asked for, everything that we saw like comments for, and now it's not your turn anymore. I'm sorry. I guess I'm a selfish guy because this should be my turn. In all actuality, like, I 100% feel cheated because this women's release is way better than the men's release, because like that Concord bread, white bread, whatever the fuck people are calling it, like, yeah, it's a low top, but there's nothing about it that says summer. Like, this sneaker with like this Concord like grape popping on it, like this bright, vibrant sneaker says summer. As I stated, guys, this sneaker is slated to release on July 10th in women's sizes, capping off at a women's size 12. That means that all my guys who actually wear a men's size 10.5, you should be covered. It might be a little snug on that men's 11, but you can actually go out and attempt to get these beautiful, beautiful women's only sneakers. For all of my female subscribers and followers, those females who are watching this particular review, do not sleep. Do not let these guys go out, these small foot individual males, go out and get this banging ass sneaker and take this shit from you, because I don't want to see any guys with it, because I'm jealous and I want to have it. I want to see all of my beautiful sneaker queens actually have this sneaker. No males. Let's make that happen. I'm rooting for you. Go out and get this shit. Fucking shoe is banging. Don't sleep. I'm out.
Always been me. That's what I know. These niggas hating, I ain't too blind for the sea. Keep shit in line, I'm like the two lines in the street. I got that iron and I ain't too high, it's in reach. Let's go. Don't play with me, I'm out there 3. It's gonna be sad cases. Been in my bag.